able to talk, albeit over the phone, with my special guest today is a real honour, not least because it was a 12-inch LP record made by him which started off my collection way back in the early 1970s, and I'm delighted to welcome to the programme from his home in St. Petersburg, Florida, the legendary Lenny Dee.
Hello, Ian. And hello, England.
Lenny, as I've previously mentioned on this programme, even if you don't particularly enjoy organ music, chances are that you'll have, at the very least, heard a handful of names like Klaus Wunderlich, Reginald Dixon, and of course, Lenny Dee. How does that make you feel to have so many people respect you as a musician?
Well, it makes me feel just, well, great, all right? I mean, I never really listened to anybody to take their style, you know, and it just happened that my style caught on, however it was, you know. It was with a beat, it was taste, it was different than others, it was outstanding, you know. It was a different from mainstream sound of its own. Okay?
Let's go back to your early Hammond roots for a minute, Lenny. What first attracted you to that famous Hammond sound?
Well, there was I was in the Catholic Church in a choir. In 1933, when the Hammond organ came out, they brought this up for a demonstration in the choir, and wow, it was just something. And then they had a player called Milt Hirth in the United States. Milt Hirth. He had a radio program, 15-minute radio program every day, and I just enjoyed his work and his sound, and that was my inspiration.
How easy or how difficult was it at that time for an artist such as yourself to be noticed with what was, to all intents and purposes, a brand new instrument?
Well, I really didn't have any difficulty. I was just lucky. The good Lord took care of me and led me in another path.
Yeah. I guess that perseverance must have paid off, because wasn't it the country and western singer Red Foley who spotted you?
Exactly.
And he persuaded Decca to sign you to their record label. Would you say that was a major turning point in your career?
Oh my gosh, yes. Absolutely. I was one of the first ones in Nashville, Tennessee at that time in 1948 and 49. I played a supper club there, okay, with some of the great artists at that time that weren't really outstanding, like Anita Kerr singers, Chet Atkins, these kind of people, you know, that were in Nashville. And I worked the same club with them, and worked in the same, where they worked the band and played for the shows and whatnot, you know.
You wouldn't see it nowadays, Lenny, but of course in the 1960s, whatever the vocal pop hits of the day were, there was always Lenny Dee waiting to do an instrumental cover version. Did you actually have kind of much say in the things that you were able to record, or was it all set down in sort of stone by the record companies that you dealt with?
Well, Ian, I can't say that I did have some say, not all the say, but I did have the say. Owen Bradley, who is in the Country Music Hall of Fame, who recorded, oh my God, so many, he made more hits with people, and he did the music score for Loretta Lynn's Coal Miner's Daughter and Patsy Cline. He did the music for the picture. And he's a very a great man, and knew how to pull from an artist the best from him. Yes.
Wasn't it true also, Lenny, that in the late 1960s you received more radio airplay in America than even our famous group from over here, the Beatles?
Well, I was shocked at that. Yes, Universal Studios, or MCA. They took a survey. Now, this was mostly only in, how do I say it, Muzak and whatnot, you know? And I used to get calls from people that came back from Japan, or they were in in Europe somewhere that they got off the plane and they walked into the terminal, and of course they were familiar with my music and they were surprised to hear it coming out of the ceiling, you know.
Let's bring things right up to date now, Lenny. What exactly are you doing? What occupies your time as far as the popular organ scene goes now?
Well, what you're asking now is, I'm 38 twice, okay? And I don't have anything really to prove. I'm very interested. I do concerts, okay? I just came out with a new CD, a double CD and a double cassette. And it's released in England under the name of Music Memories.
That's right, yes.
Like I said, a lot of concert promotional work for Hammond organ, and I'm ready to perform on some of the beautiful cruise ships that come out of South Florida. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm waiting for God to manifest it, and it will happen.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Lenny, can I just say it's been a real treat to speak to you today on the programme, and may we wish you all the best of success in your future career.
And you're very, very, very nice, and I thank you so much for this opportunity, and especially to be on the BBC. Oh my gosh, that's great.
Lenny, many thanks indeed. Take care, and for the moment, bye-bye for now.
All right, thank you. Bye.